Hello and welcome back to the channel. So, as if like Star Trek, you will see me hop from location to location as if it's nothing. Showing my age a little bit there. But yeah, so apologies firstly if you can overhear talentless.com trying to think they're in a band, but that is what it is. So just close your ears, unfortunately. But yeah, this is just an update on a bit of a fleet update. So we are looking at Rado the Corrado at the moment. So as of recent updates, he now has an MOT, so that's done. But part of what he also needs after having the MOT, strangely on the way back, which was really annoying, a clunk appeared, which is one of the drop links on this side, has decided to leave the chat. So new drop links are on order. Also found out, because this car loves me so much, that it decided to have a hole or a fault in the tyre, so the tyre's going down. So there's a new tyre to be added for this side. It's also going to get 2 new tyres for the rear that I'm going to get. I've decided to go with Toyos. So what I'll do is there'll be 2 new tyres, one this side, one this side, for the car. So they're going to be Toyos, and then what I'm going to do is it's got Falcons on the front at the moment that were just some part worn, so they're going to be moved and switched to the back, and we'll have the new Toyos on the front. And before anybody comments, yes, I know you should have the most tread on the back, etc, 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 yada yada, whatever, but I will get them fitted on the back and then they'll be moved to the front. And I know because I can drive a car how it handles. So that's Rado at the moment. What else? So he's going to have that done. It needs, because part of the work it had when it went to Uncle Martin's for the MOT and everything was both front drop links, both front lower arms have had poly bushers in them now, because I got sick of the crap rubber that were on both of the ones that I bought from eBay. No matter the quality, less than a year, it's obviously crap Chinese rubber again and has gone. So I got so fed up of it. I bought poly bushers for each side, so not cheap, you know, sort of £80 a side, but it's worth it for the fact that I'll never ever have to touch it again. It already had the rear done. So the rear beam, it had poly bushers in there about 10 years or more ago now. Never had a problem since, so it's the way to go. So yeah, don't cheap out on it. The cheap Chinese crap rubber that's floating around on various parts of various manufacturers, just got rid of. I'm not dealing with it. So that'll future-proof him for that. And then he'll be back on the road properly once we've had him tracked and the new tyres fitted. So then he's drivable. Next stage will be to have a look at the window regulator. I just take you in, excuse me, and down on this side. So after I replaced the driver's side regulator at great cost, and it was a pain in the backside, this one decided to go out in sympathy as well. So I think first bit will be to strip off the door card and actually have a look at it, see if it is actually stuck, stick some power directly to it. Because what happens with them, or happened on the other one, is they got stuck, then it jumps and chisels off the little plastic teeth on the cogs that move it. So yeah, that's why they then just sort of stop working. So hopefully, maybe a case of putting some power to it will help, I don't know. If not, that's going to be about another £130 for at least for a working window reg for this side. And then yeah, other than that, the only other thing it needs doing, which I'm not going to do and it'll be left again, is the heater matrix. So that went a couple of years ago now and it's just bypassed currently. So I just don't have the heart to take out the dashboard, and he's just had some money spent on him, so I'm not going to go into paying somebody to do it at the moment. So it will stay bypassed. He's only going to be used in the summer anyway. The bypass works fine, and then at some point I've actually got the heater matrix, so at some point when I swallow about 10 Brave pills, we might start taking that apart. Obviously, you can't help but notice, looking at him, and he wouldn't be one of our channel cars without, you know, obviously the paint is horrendous, but that is what it is. This last winter, I don't like putting car covers on them because it traps moisture underneath and then you get even worse, which is rust. So it was left out over winter, and then this winter finally finished off the lacquer that wasn't coming off it already. So we're going to have a look at ways we can sort of rectify that. It'll be a home job, again, because anybody that's looked at getting paint done recently knows it's very expensive. Not for a bad reason, you know, people that do paint charge for it for a reason, because they are professionals. So I just don't have professional sort of money. So it'll be some sort of homebrew job where we maybe look at re-lacquering it, taking it back. I don't know yet, but I just want to get him just a little bit smarter. He's never going to be a show car, and then we want to sort of fix somehow the bonnet that's just gotten horrible. So I'm happy driving him, like here's some people going, oh, we should get rid of some of the cars and then, you know, fix it and make it really nice. And the problem is these days, you make a car really nice, then you're too scared to use it. Because of the amount of A, Wallies that are on the road currently, and B, people just don't care about anything anymore. So you can have a nice brand newly painted car and take it out and park it somewhere and somebody will smash a door or a trolley or whatever into it. So I'd rather not go there and just have it looking presentable. So that is Rado. So the MGF Frederick is back. Now, I apologise for these lights. They're horrible. Ryan's fitted them. So I leave the blame firmly with him. I hate them. But he's currently custodian of the car at the moment until we decide what to do with it. It's got MOT in August, so it's currently back here because it needs 2 new rear tyres and a bit of welding tidying up for the MOT. But once that's done, it should fly through the MOT with no issues then. And that's the F. So the big SD1 is still sat there. So Ryan now has his Edelbrock carb jet kit. So it just needs to get some time to put that on and then dial it in, and then hopefully that will be on the road shortly. So we're hopefully trying to get back to more cars working than not. And so we'll go into outside briefly. So Derek is happily sat here. So Derek is the latest one, as you'll have seen. So my R8 216 SLI. So he's just been great, basically. Cam belt's done. I fixed the saggy headlining for the moment. Bit bodgery, but with some pins that you can't really see, he says. So that's good. Next for Derek, he's had his new number plates. Next for Derek is 2 rear tyres that I've got. Ryan's going to fit for me because the ones on it are quite ancient. So he's going to have rear tyres fitted. He'll also be at Festival of the Exceptional this coming week. So depending when you watch this. So if you do see him, come and say hello. Then just a few paint bits really on him. So I need to get some paint mixed up, take him down to the paint shop and actually get it matched, because I bought a rattle can off eBay and it really isn't a good match at all. So just so I could do things like the hockey sticks in front of the lights, and he has got a tiny bit of corrosion. I think it's on this wheel arch that's just coming in. So just to sort of deal with this before it gets any worse, because as I say, this car is a never been welded example of an R8. So and then the next thing other than that is tidy up the interior a bit, so it'll take the door cards off, because if I sort of open the door here, you'll see what I mean, where they sort of come unstuck from the door cards there. So it'll be sort the door cards out, get them looking a bit nicer, excuse me. And then he's just really going to be just sort of pressed into use and enjoyed, really. Now on 52,000 pounds, 52,000 miles from when I bought him. So yeah, he's done probably over 1,000 miles with me so far. And God, he's so comfy. It's unreal. It's like, where did we go wrong? Yes, if you want to throw it round corners, it'll roll and not be very happy. But oh, on today's roads, honestly, he's amazing. So that's Derek. So we shall now wash around the back quickly. I'll stop the recording so I don't make you seasick. And we shall look at the Supra and everything. I forgot, dear folks. The Laguna, how could I forget? It's right here. So yeah, just more status on the Laguna really. As I say, this belongs to our dad now, so he's doing the welding and restoration on it. So more metal has been chopped out, if I can take you down low enough to see. So getting ready to then start cutting the new sills to the right size and everything. But yeah, he's in there. He's had various bits done down here as well. And so yeah, that is the Laguna. So we'll have a look now around the back. Hello, and finally you join us around the back in the garage. So you'll be surprised to know that not a lot has happened since the last update with Hannibal the Supra. So yeah, his next bit is going to be actually cutting out more of the dead metal and welding some in. So I'm planning that in for either mid to end of September, probably mid if I can. I'll need to liaise with Ryan because he's obviously my welding teacher. So I'll need to liaise with him to actually get some metal in it. I must admit, I have had project fatigue on this one a bit. I want him back on the road, but realistically, it's probably a good 2 years away from that at the minute. Just the rate I can actually do things on him, and we've obviously got other things that have jumped in the way. So I will promise I will have him back on the road, but yeah, I think the initial plan I had for a year, well, the year's already been and gone, but the initial plan I had for the year is not realistic, because as most of projects, the more you dig into it, the more you find things, and especially with these, the main sticking point I've got at the moment is trying to find another fuel tank, and then what I do if I can't, and that sort of thing. So bodywork wise with these, they are a pain. You know, if you've got lots of money, you could farm it out to somebody to do it, but I don't and I haven't. So it's a case of he's just going to have to tick along very slowly, but we'll get him there. So yeah, nothing else has really come off. I've just put a piece of cardboard in his window that we took out because we're back onto fields here, so we often have friendly furry visitors coming in and saying hello from the fields. So the last thing I want is one of those to make home in his interior and start nibbling on things. So yeah, that's sort of where Hannibal is for the moment. Again, the ZR is just sort of here for whenever it gets done, and in the list that's the ZRDT that needs the new engine, which we have sort of sat there. So yeah, that'll be next. Obviously it's projects. So this one's not important, to be honest. I'd rather have this done first, but we shall see. So yeah, that was a bit of a latest update and a little look around the fleet. I don't think I've forgot anything. Oh yes, I have. So the 21 is currently having a head gasket done the week before Festival of the Exceptional, because as these things go, Ryan's been using him to go to work, been going as happy as Larry, and then 2 days ago decided he didn't fancy having a head gasket. So yeah, 21 is at the moment being stripped. Head gasket's been procured, so between Ryan and our dad, hopefully they'll get him done and ready before Saturday for Festival of the Exceptional. But it wouldn't be old cars unless it threw something in there for fun, would it? So yeah, I think that's everything. Ryan's XJ40 that we haven't seen for bits at his place, that's very nearing completion now for an MOT. She's got a few bits to tighten up. I think brakes need rebleeding, and a bush needs changing on the suspension, and then it should be ready. So yeah, that's I think all of them. Thank you for listening for this long. If you do like what we're doing, do hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. As they say, fondle that like button. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.